Okay, so today we're going to do an early morning video. This is actually the morning. We're going to do this set. This is actually what I should have done as a comparison for this one from yesterday. This is actually smaller, so everything I said about this one being like tiny, the other one being the tiniest set, this is actually a tinier set than that one. So yeah, I guess you can count the little stunt car racer people as well. Anyway, this is so I've done another one of these. I didn't actually get this one at first because I thought I'd already got it but then I realized that this is the Elsa one and I had the Anna one. So we'll do the Elsa one. I think I have. I don't know. Have I done this one already? I should probably check this video. I don't feel like I have, but I almost feel like I have, and that's the problem. So I don't think I was that excited by it last time. Like, have I done this one or have I not? Like, I don't remember the snowman. So this could be just a completely duplicated video, and we can see comically how I managed to managed to do anything the same as in the previous video, or I made the exact same complaints that I made the last time. So this feels like I haven't done this one. Maybe I have. I don't know. We're doing it now. This is the only one that was left in the shop, so I thought I'd actually missed it. But then I went back and they were there. So it's got this weird thing with the... Hold on, I'm just going to log into my computer. So I'm doing two things at once in the morning. I'm logging into my computer and doing stuff while doing this, which is amazing. What skills that I have. Look at that lipstick. My gosh, that is a lot. She really wants the contrast with the surrounding icy areas. Anyway, next page. Heart. And that part was done. So we are going to move on to some cool technically style stuff soon, because I got this set. It's not real Lego, it's fake Lego, but I got it at a cheap price, and I got two of them, and I really should have. I went back to get more of them, but I missed out. In fact, I could have bought a whole lot of things from the sale that I didn't buy. So I don't know if that's a good thing, because I didn't buy lots of things, but it could be a bad thing, because there were lots of cool things that I could have bought. But anyway, I did buy some cool things, and that's okay. So now we've got this thing. So I definitely feel like I haven't done this, because I feel like doing this particular pattern is something that would be burned into my skull forever and ever and ever, because it is sort of satisfying. I can't actually speak so well this morning, so sorry. Now, that's just the way it flows. We've got these toothpaste coloured pieces for the side. And some more toothpaste. Almost got, speaking of toothpaste, I almost got some more pick-a-brick stuff last night to go with the lot I've already got that I dropped on the floor. But I didn't, which is an important thing to tell everybody. They had a few interesting pieces. I think, I can't actually remember what the most interesting one... Oh, that's right, they had lots of little single stud smooth pieces that were yellow, and I thought, well, that might be useful. And some smooth... Actually, now that I think about it, I should have got them. Oh well, it's always next time. There's always another time of the week in which to do this. So I feel like you have to line this up just the way, like, you have to move it. Oops, it falls off easy. Like, you could have it that way, or you could have it that way, or you could have it completely off center. But that's the way the picture wants it. I don't think it actually matters. But it's interesting, I didn't even talk about it. It's got a translucent minifigure head. So I've kind of stuck in there. That's going to be useful for the people who want to make their translucent minifigures. So I think the designers of this purposely did that. Like, they were thinking, well, how can we chuck in a minifigure head? We could have just used a variety of other transparent pieces. I mean, for goodness sakes, they could have just used one of these. But they didn't, so that's nice. And this one goes there, and then we get... Speaking of these translucent pieces, Gosh, I am finding it hard to speak this morning. Don't speak in the morning. Well, I haven't had my liquid refreshments. So my mouth feels a bit dry. Too much information. Now we are finishing off with this thing here. So I did buy a whole bunch of little RC cars, or 6. And I've already had a kid break one of them. So it's like, well, they were pretty cheap. And it's not completely broken, it's only partially broken. But it's like, well, that was a letdown. But I've still got another bunch of them. So that was quite cool. And I bought a few other extra interesting things. They had a resin 3D printer that was an acceptable price. But then I'm like, I don't really want to get... Did I mention this? I think I mentioned this in the last video. I don't want to get a 3D printer because then you become obsessed with 3D printer stuff. So I didn't. But now I'm kind of like, I feel like maybe I should have. So that's a bit sad. Here we go. It's a Star Wars lightsaber rod because it's all Disney, so you might as well. And then we've got another one of these. I've done this really wrong, haven't I? No, I haven't. I just forgot to put this piece on. Now, this thing here, I'm just leaving that off. It just keeps being knocked off. That's the last piece that should go on because it's just too flimsy. And now that goes there and there and there. Alright. All right. And now that goes there. And this quirky thing fits very nicely. It fits perfectly. Look at that. That actually feels satisfying. So satisfying, I'm just going to drop it. And then we get some little pyramids. Yesterday I had another argument about what a pyramid is and what a tetrahedron is. I really should just give it up. You know, people make tetrahedrons and then they're like, no, I'm like, no, that's not a pyramid, that's a tetrahedron. And then they were like, I made a pyramid. It's like, I just told you, it's not a pyramid, it's a tetrahedron. So it's very hard. Tetrahedrons are like, 4 sides, and the bottom one's only got, they're all triangles, and the pyramid has 5 sides, and the bottom is not a triangle. And anyway, it doesn't matter, who cares? I care, but that's not the point. This is interesting. It's like a teacup, but it's not. Have I ever had one of these pieces before? Must have, with the little pie, whatever they call those creatures from that movie was called. And then that other Disney movie, that random Disney film. Then we're turning this over. I still have my giant baby Yoda to make, which should be fun. So that goes upside down. That's actually even more satisfying than I thought. What did I do with the... Oh, there they are. And there's their little snowman person that I don't really understand because I haven't actually seen the film yet. But that's quite nice. It goes on the side. So there must be one more that we're going to make. And then we're done. We're done for the day. We can move on with our lives. The weather is good. So it's going to be a jolly fun day. A rip-roar of a awesome day. Now we have a Lego Chima crystal, so that's nice, because I haven't had enough of those recently. I did actually buy from an opportunity shop, thrift store if you will, a packet of red ones of these. That was just all like in a little box. So if I ever need a pile of red crystals, which we might call rubies, I guess, then that would be neat. So I know a person whose name is Emerald, and people whose name are Ruby and Jade, but you never get them all in the same room at the same time. But anyway, that's a story for another day. So we're finished with this, so we can actually turn her into a spinny top, which literally makes no sense, but it's fun. And that otherwise goes there. And she has no legs, that's the sad thing. You can't give her back her legs. So I feel like it would be neat if there was a leg attachment piece in here, like in the bottom, and then you could actually put their legs in, and so they could be wearing, and you could see their legs at the bottom. That would be a neat sort of accessory. But then of course this is translucent, and then you'd be able to see transparent, and then you'd be able to see inside, so it should look a bit weird, but it could be quite stylish. But I don't know. By itself, I don't know. It feels silly. It doesn't feel right. It looks okay as a display piece, but because of the fact that you can see that she's just an endless void underneath, deep down, that's all she is, that it's a bit disconcerting. But anyway, thanks for that. You do get a spare pyramid, and you do get a spare jewel, which is always nice. The more of these I have, the more calm I feel in my daily stuff, and I wouldn't be lying about that. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.